Good morning, friends. So it's 8 o'clock. So I love this little thing. So I've been threatening to do a day in the life.
Well, people often ask him why he chose this game. Something about that power song and the sound running through my veins. Oh yeah. Just the smell of the two-stroke.
All right, friends. But if you're new here, welcome to you. I love you. Thank you for being here and thank you for your time. I just got a call from my old neighbor who has a logging background, and both his boys log, and I've logged with them, both of them. And he said, I just tuned into your freaking videos and I'm having a blast watching your videos. And that's better. And I said, Brian, his name's Brian. And I said, hey, buddy, thank you so much. It's an honor. And I mean that sincerely. I love when people take the time. I talk about this all the time, how people come home, hardworking men and women and families, and they come home and they eat dinner or whatever, and they turn on the tube and they're watching freaking me. It means so much. Thank you again, everyone. So I've been doing this 10 years, friends. Yeah. Anyway, I'll show you a little picture of me with not many gray hairs. You see what I mean? Anyway, I've been threatening about doing a day in the life of now, because I don't cut production and haven't for a long time. I cut for whoever I want, whenever I want. And that was by design. And YouTube made that happen. And as I'm saying this right now, I picture myself sitting up in that drum room right there in my house, looking into the camera of the YouTube lens and saying, YouTube is going to help me cut trees for free for people. It's going to happen, and you're going to be here to see it. And that was 9 years ago, I think. Yeah, it was. And now we haven't written an invoice for Buckin Billy Ray's tree service for 5 years. And that makes me so happy. But it's because of you folks that helped this recipient program carry on. So in the spirit of giving. So this morning, about a week ago, we got a letter from the municipal. I'll be down there. I'll be down a little bit, babe. We're off down to Dad's. Our water meter was going bzzz, and we ran around the house looking for a leak. There was no leak. It's in the ground. So we've got an excavator over there, but it's right under our apple tree, and you know how I am with my trees. So I just ran over with this little saw and nippity nip, and they're able to work under the tree, which is beautiful. Anyways, the next thing is, I don't even know. I'll let you know. Well, I think it's time we maybe just started off the day with a little bit of cowboy boot boogie. All right. It is, got my morning chores done. Now I've got my canceled Dad's life, his social insurance card, his passport. So these are things you can I've got a kit there, right? And it tells you how to do it all. But let's get Myrtle going here first, friends. Let's get Myrtle going. Okay, this is why I like the old trucks. They're, ooh, just about lost her. I'm doing this day in a life today. I'm just gonna do it. I've been talking. Oh, I gotta get some axes. Wow. I'll come back for them if I need them. I don't want to pack them around town. You never know. Friends, look at the cat. Can you see him? He's right in the center of the screen. Watch this. I'm just gonna put it in bow low. Look at him. He's right in the middle of the driveway. And he's just standing here. You have to see this. Look at him. He's right there, friends. There he is. There he goes. Hello? Watch this. This is so funny. Watch this. He talks to me, friends. Hello? 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 What are you doing? Hello? Yeah, I know. This flue is very cold, friends. I'm hoping. Hi, babe. Hello. It takes a while for the flue to get warmed up. You don't turn your back on it because you see you got that nice blaze going there. You got to keep that rolling for a bit. See the smoke? It's wanting to come out of there. It's not ripping yet. You see? So what I mean by that is keep openings in your fire on your logs. Make sure they're all separated and there's air ripping and rolling, or you're going to struggle with a cold flue. Friends, look at this. Look at what I'm doing. That's my dad right there. And he says his eyes are brown. They're not, they're green, like rip-roaring green. Like if you look at him in the light and the sun, his eyes are like screaming hazel. Like if you look at mine are not brown. They're actually hazel. I have hazel eyes. Look at them. So Dad's eyes are hazel, but it says brown on his freaking thing here. Alexander Barry Smith, 1944. He was born. He was 80 when he passed 3 weeks ago. 89 kg, 175 centimeters. Crazy. So anyway, I'm engulfed in. I'll tell you, the funeral chapter helped me out here big time. The funeral place. They gave me, like, for his health insurance card, his driver's license, his tax center, Passport Canada, like all this stuff has to be mailed and it all has to go back and you know what I mean, for Statistics Canada, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. All right. So my dad has, this is the original fireplace that was built by friends. Do you remember the Wildwood where we went and stayed at that beautiful lake that was named after my great-great-grandfather, Quennell? Well, he built this. He's the guy that built this. Some of you don't know what I'm talking about, Wildwood. Well, Dad's got an insert in here, and it's been here a long time, and you can see what we're doing here, right? So I got to put something down because I ain't got no knees left, so I use Dad's old jacket. I wouldn't mind this one, actually. I like this one. This one was Dad's. So I'm going to put it down here and use it as a knee thing because I'm sitting on a chunk of marble here, but there we go. So you can see what's like. I mean, it's toasted. There, that'll help. Okay, so let's get all this out of the way here, and I'm gonna leave that one in. Get this right down, so you can see what happens. These are fire bricks, okay? And this goes in here like this. I shouldn't need to cut this. This should fit right in. Yes, it does. Should go in here like this. Boom. Good luck with doing this. Going in here like this, friends. See? And then going in the middle like this one. So I got to go get more bricks because I'm out. But I do have a trick for us, friends. Look at this. Who's your daddy? Are we winning? Yes, indeed, we are winning. So now we have new bricks in this stove. I don't know how you clean this sucker. I guess this comes out some way or something. Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out when we clean it. But anyway, so I do have. Let's see. I have some of this here. So I'm gonna shoot for this. I'm gonna go like this. Somehow, friends, like this guy. Like that. There. It's probably not, oh, actually that's not too shabby to be quite frank stank with you, is it? We'll leave that there for now. Here is our starting package of bone dry, like I'm talking bone dry, heartwood, friends, heartwood fir. And it's smaller because this wood stove is smaller. So we're gonna, I've never lit this stove ever in my life. I never grew up here. So we're gonna see what this is like. And when you're down here in the winter, friends, it's no joke. This house was not built efficiently for you know what I'm talking about? It wasn't built efficiently for the winter. Wood stoves. Wood stoves is the efficient part. So I'm going to take a shot in the dark. And I'm going to take just a complete shot in the dark on this stove. So let's see what happens, friends. I don't even know if this is high or low or what this is. I don't think it says anything. Well, what's that say? Yeah. Look at this fire starter, friends. See these little fir shavings? Woohoo! Gone! Starting to warm up. The flue takes a while. There it goes there. There's a little bit of stuff happening there, so we might get lucky. I got the door cracked. I don't know how this stove works. I have no idea how the draft works, but it doesn't look the greatest right now, but we're starting to crackle. I think we might get lucky back there now. You can't see any smoke coming out of that chimney right there. But this one that we just fired up, it's just getting going. See it in there? So that's a long flue to heat up. It's getting there. It's got nice draw. You can see it. It's pulling. But getting them started with these long flues, that's a lot of pipe to warm up, friends. You see, this one's not smoking because it's ripping, like ripping. And this one's just getting going. We haven't got a real flaze going yet. Okay, so this is really interesting. I'm just gonna say it, friends. I know a little bit about wood stoves. I don't want to come across like I say I'm an expert on anything, but I have a lot of life experience with wood and wood heat and draft and weather, how weather affects your stove, long burns, slow burns, or pardon me, faster burns, or wood, moist, like everything to do with a wood stove. I have, well, let me think about it here. I'm 55. I got 50 years now. Because when I was 5 years old, I was cutting kindling and freaking feeding a wood stove. My whole, you know what I mean? Like that's, so we all know the little tricks about crack the door when you're getting started and all this and that. And so this stove had not been started for a long time. And I just fired it. It actually has a fan. You can plug the fan in and it freaking rips hot air out of there. So it works. Everything works. I just put new bricks in it. Look at it now. It is on the lowest setting you can have, which is way over to the right. Everything is working like a dream. Watch just what happens when I just give this a bit of schnotzkis. Let's crack it wide open. Like it instantly, so everything's working very, very nicely. So friends, this is actually the next day. So I came down and I actually cleaned the glass. So this is what you've got, okay? And that's the setting it's on right now. High is up here, like start, when you start it is there. This is almost the lowest setting, and look at it. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so everything's working excellent. I'm just gonna give this a right about there right now. It is such an efficient burning stove. Burn dry wood. That's all I can tell you. So they put a new flue in this. Dad did it years ago, quite a few years ago actually. And look at that. Look at that glorious burn. So I figured the stove out. Happened on the beach with 2 wood stoves in it. And believe me, when you got a sunken living room. So anyway, very tickled with this. All right, friends, so here's the final. I'm just gonna give you this final little thing, and then I gotta go. I gotta go to town. I gotta start mailing stuff, and I gotta go throw an axe around. I'm going nuts. So this stove came with an electrical fan. Listen to it turn on, you'll hear it. Did you hear that? So what it does now is it blows heat like crazy out of here, friends. Like, it's just like, okay, we're leaving Dad's. Check out this male cat, friends. Look at him. So he won't say anything, you watch. He won't say anything, but I'll show you something. Watch this. Hi, bud. Watch this. Hello? 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 What are you doing? Yeah, no. Hello? He's just got the world by the nuts out here. Hey? Are you coming over? What are you doing? No? Mm-hmm. Hello? You catching anything? I'll see you later. Is that it? All right, so the water line's fixed. It's been quite a day so far. Quite a bit done. It's just one to the next, knocking them off. Ping, 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 ping. And I'll tell you something here. This is why you guys and gals and women and children see me doing this all the time. Get down on it. You'll see me. So that shed's getting ready over there. See that one at the end? It's going to get filled soon. So I know I keep threatening to you know, let some of these go, and I just like I've used this axe, eh? Like this axe has been used, but it's such a special tool, this axe. It's about a 23-degree grind. It's a Tassie. The whole tool might weigh 5 pounds. It might. Let's see. It does. It weighs 5 pounds. Just 5 pounds. The whole tool. And if you've ever had a French curve in your hands for splitting firewood, like I know guys that would break this axe. They're not. This is why I hold on to these friends, because I think people, you gotta know what you're doing to swing a thin-handled axe. This is a thin-handled, super thin little, beautiful little tool. It's glorious. And I'm not saying that because I made it. There's lots of guys making nice axes or rehanging axes. We're not making anything. We're just rehanging. But friends, I've had this axe for about 6 years. Easy. 5 or 6 years, this tool. And I got a bunch of them. Like, some have got, you know, like this. Actually, this is actually one of my favorite axes right here to swing. Right here. This is a different animal than this, though. And I'll tell you why it is. It's the exact same length. Look at this. It's the exact same length. But this was made by Brad. It was when we were going down the wood bullet road. This is one of Brad's finest offerings that we had, and I kept it. It's a wood bullet. It is definitely a wood bullet. It didn't, you know, we ended up not going with Brad, obviously, as we know, but we tried. And Brad is a great guy. But check this out. Check this out. So that tool is 6.5 pounds. Just about 6.5. So it's 1.5 pounds more. And where that is right there. So this is actually a mean axe to swing, friends. I'm talking mean. Right? So I like axes, but I don't just like making axes and hanging them on my wall and saying, hey, look at neat, look what I made, neato, cool, groovy. I like to use axes as much as I can. And my latest axe is an axe from a gentleman named, this guy, Jeff Schroeder. It's a 5 pound, it's different. I think his main objective was a wedge banger to begin with. I think they come in 4 and 5 pounders. If I was to go with a wedge banger with this axe, I wouldn't buy a 5 pound axe. I would buy a 4 pound axe. That's what I would do. But he's got a little beard on it there on the bottom, and it's pretty. It's a pretty little axe. I've got it as a splitting axe. Gorilla. I know it's been a while, friends, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Let me share a little something with you, something pleasant. Isn't that lovely? You see what's happening here? I know you do. It's just glorious, okay? Now, All my axes are Watkud, so they're like this piece of marble. They're all protected. But there's no sense in leaving water sit on them. Come home and just leave them soaked. Just grab your rag, wipe the steel off, wipe the top, and give them a wipe. Boom, done. There's another one here. There we go, is my wood bullet. Now there's an axe. I gotta be honest, if you're splitting wood, just save your money and get a wood bullet from Liam Hoffman. I designed it, he made it. And a lot went into this head. Not just willy-nilly, let's make an axe that's got a wedge pattern. That's not what this is. That's not what this is at all. This is an amazing tool. Wipe your handles off. Save your axes out. There's the gorilla. The fantastic gorilla. And then there's my long-handled Buckin wood bullet from one of our blacksmiths that we went over to meet, Bradley. That's a nice axe, that one. But it's on my new handle design. 34-inch. Boom. And then we got this guy. My Dandenong. Just look after your tools, friends, and they'll look after you. And you won't be complaining about this and that. Look at that sucker. Hey, that's a freaking beauty, that one. I'd like to play with that profile just a little bit one day. Over and out. Thanks for watching. I love you, friends. It felt so good to get dirty today. Friends, check this out. So we're just at Dad's, and the gals are painting, and somebody gave me this hat at Bunyan, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite style of hat. You know, it's got the big front brim on it. I don't wear a lot of ball caps, but this one fits on my head kind of sideways. So I think when I wear this hat, I might have to wear it sideways. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, listen, friends, I can't stress to you the world I'm living in right now. It's wild. There's a lot on the go, and I'm sure you do too. So your time spent here on this channel is much appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching and being here through the years and watching me kind of just go along and evolve as time goes. We got this other wood stove working good right now. Down on the bottom there, you can just see it flipping and flapping in there. So anyways, that's today's video. I've been threatening doing this what do you call it? A day in the life of Buckin for a while. And I decided to just throw one up. I started at 8 in the morning and shut her down at 7 or whatever it was. And it was dark by the time I was cleaning them axes in the bunker. Because we get dark now at about 5 o'clock. So actually it was probably a little earlier than that, to be honest with you. Work hard. Be honest. And be kind. And welcome to our new members. See you on the next one. Oh yeah. And let me know what you think of this style of video down at the bottom. What the heck's all the racket back? There's a construction site here. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this.